So I talk a lot about like this idea of marketers should be more focused on like attention arbitrage. And like arbitrage is this idea that you could have the same thing and it could cost different things in different locations, right? So you might buy a stock, there's the same company listed on one exchange, it's a different price on another exchange. That's an opportunity for you. And I think marketing should start looking at things more like that, where there's opportunities that arise where attention is cheap in certain areas for a certain amount of time and less cheap in other areas at a different type of time. And a lot of times when people build out these big calendars, big sets of goals, what they're not looking at is like, am I investing in the right way? Am I taking advantage of these channels? Or am I just doing something because somebody else is doing it? And I think it's hard to put into practice of like, what does this mean? It's like, are you saying like, oh, we should advertise here, not here, this thing, that thing? Like, I think for me, when I think about when you look at an arbitrage opportunity or an opportunity to get people's attention, you can think about channels that have low barriers to entry and channels that have high barriers to entry. And the channels with low barriers to entry are things that are like, there's really good analytics. They're super scalable in that you can put $5 or $5,000 in it. You can get started in 15 minutes. It's applicable to every industry. So that would just be like advertising on Facebook or Google. And whenever you do that, everybody can do it. Mm-hmm. Everybody can do it in a matter of minutes. And it's how are you going to possibly get advantages in this system? Like you can eke out little bits of edges with like, I'm going to spend slightly more effectively than other people. I'm going to maybe change content slightly, but it's not going to be a huge thing. Areas with like higher barriers to entry, things where there might not be particularly good tracking, things that are like less scalable in that maybe there's a bottom line of effort you need to put in. Even this, like even an interview takes 30 minutes, whereas a Facebook ad might take 30 seconds to put together, right? Those things might actually have where there's these barriers to entry might be a really good opportunity. Like one that I think about that came and went pretty quickly was Clubhouse.